He has since atoned for that.
True.
How?
You
Gotta
may
read
not
the
have
room.
seen it, but I saw it.
Thank
What
you.
did he do?
Elizabeth.
Like, did he like flagellate himself?
No,
He
he
did a thing
forced
with a
himself
priest.
to he's converted over to Lamash too.
Pretty much.
Did he force himself to carry a weapon? Is that what?
Okay, so did we come back and did we rest for the night? Is that what we did? Is it like the next day morning type deal?
Y'all can do whatever you want. Is that what you wanted to do?
I think so because it was getting close to evening time when we got back, and so we were going to rest and then set out.
Okay, so in the morning when we get up, Glitter would like to suggest that we actually go and talk to. His name is Alderin Foxglove. He's actually a member of the family that is involved with misgivings, and he lives in town. I think he's the guy who took us boar hunting.
He does not live in town. He was visiting town when you guys went boar hunting with him.
Okay, so then I'm gonna ask Amiko if she knows where he lives.
She will tell you she doesn't really know where he lives. She know that he travels from Magnamar quite often. And then there's also the Foxglove Manor, but she doesn't actually know where he lives.
Do I feel like she's withholding? Because if so, I turn to Alden and I say, Alden, soften her up.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
I mean, you can sense motive if you're trying to discern that.
No, I like Amiko.
You can still sense motive on people you like.
I think he was just meaning he wasn't going to unleash you on a meek.
Oh.
So while we're having breakfast, Glitter will ask. So, can anyone else think of anything that we need to do before just heading straight to misgivings? Because this feels like an end game, and he'll actually use that term, end game.
Okay, Tony
Is this
Stark.
just a game? Is this just a game to you, Glitter?
He gives you a piercing look and says, "All of life is just a game."
Jesus. Okay, are we in an anime now? Okay, can we go to the... I don't know if the church sells things, but can we buy a scroll of remove curse or remove disease or whatever? Cure disease?
Yeah, probably from the church. Let's see.
And will he give me a discount for being a holy boy?
I'm trying to figure out how much it would cost.
Word of your deeds has reached the church, and they're actually going to charge you more for penance.
How do you determine how much scrolls cost? So remove disease is a level 3 spell. Looking up the cost of scroll.
I'll let you know in a second.
The cost to create a scroll is half the base price, but it also says that it
375 gold.
Scrapping.
All I did was go to scrolls and went to scroll costs, and I looked up third level cleric, druid, or wizard is 375.
Oh shit! Sorry, my kid just about dumped over a bowl of a little bit of soup left. Yeah, but so if none of you have access to level 3 spells yet, how does that work for trying to activate some?
I just have to have it on my spell list, which I do.
Yeah, scrolls are really cool that way.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, yeah, so you can go to the church and buy that from him if you want. He'll sell it to you for 300 gold.
I'll chip in if you want to buy more than one.
How many do you think we would need?
You can't have too many things to get rid of ghoulism.
Do they have
Although
an unlimited amount?
It's basically you have to have a person who can craft the scroll and cast the spell. So if he's got one, he's probably got the ability to make more. I don't know if that's meta or not, but that's how I see it. Well, you could just ask. Hey, how many
I
have you
was
got?
asking.
okay.
He'll tell you he's got like a room where he keeps kind of like a stock of scrolls in, and if you let him know how many you want, he will go and see how many he can find.
I'll buy 5.
I'll chip in.
I can put up 100 gold.
Oh no, I'll put up the cost of a scroll.
Let's see.
Same.
He says, "Yeah, I have 5 I can sell you, so that will be 1,500."
Yeah, I give it to him.
I'll pitch in enough for one.
Actually,
that's-
I can pitch in enough for one.
Okay.
You said did 300 apiece, right?
Mm-hmm.
I will pitch in 450. So whatever the remainder is. So I'm buying 1.5.
Oh my god, it's so
So that-
confusing. Can everyone type in the chat how much gold they're putting in?
Okay, so Jess is putting in 300. Jose is putting in 300. So we're at 600. Jaeger's donating 450. So you're at 1,050. So basically would be another 450 from you.
Well, the problem is I already subtracted the gold, the entire amount from my character sheet. Now I'm adding people as they
So
were
add
giving
back
it.
1,050.
And I actually have scroll cases if you'd like me to carry them, although you're the only one that can use them. So I don't think it's on my.
My new nickname for you is Olding.
That's a fine idea. I was gonna buy potions, but potions are far more expensive. They're like 750.
Dun dun dun. All right. Anything else you guys want to ask him for? Any other scrolls you want to buy? Anything else you want from him or do before y'all head out?
Well, since we've
Nope.
donated so much to the church, do we get a discount?
That was at a discount. I gave you 75 gold off each. He's got to cover his mats, yo.
Well, I have a coupon: buy 2 get 3 free.
What are coupons?
Entertaining pieces of paper.
Yes, I do
Mm.
not, John. I do not have that on my spell list. So, I mean, I have a pretty high UMD if we get desperate. So I will actually give you one of my
UMD is useless.
scroll
You need spellcraft.
to activate scrolls.
Yep.
Okay.
To read it at least.
To activate a scroll, a spellcaster must read the spell written on it. This involves several steps and conditions. Spellcraft of DC 20 plus spell level. Activate the spell. I don't really care. I'm not going to read this. What's your responsibility?
Well, I mean, I have the spell read magic, so that's moot.
Yeah, it does say this requires a read magic spell or a successful spellcraft check of DC 20 plus spell level. It is a full round action to decipher scrolls, so take that into note.
You want a scroll case, John? I'll give you one of my scroll case.
Do I need it for 5 scrolls?
5 pieces of paper you're holding.
Yeah. They can also fit in a bag, I assume.
Oh my god, are you guys ready to go or what?
Yeah, I'm ready. I don't know. Everyone's being pedantic as hell. Let's go.
That was
Yeah.
shallow.
Shallow and pedant.
Okay, just as a reminder, although this map is incredibly misleading, Sandpoint is here, like up here, and where you are heading is along the coast way down south over here. So it looks like it's super far away. It's really like, I don't know, 20 miles away or something like that. So it's not that far. It might take you like 2 hours or something to get there. Depending on your speed. I'm not doing all the fancy calculations like John does in his game because you're not actually traveling that.
I was gonna say, damn, we move a lot faster in this game.
No, this is just like, this map is so misleading on distance. Like, because the farmland out here, right? That's like 9 to 15 miles outside of town. And to get to Foxglove Manor is about another like 6 miles from the edge of the farmland. So. All right. So are you guys all on you should be able to see this new page, which area?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
mm-hmm.
top
Yeah.
left corner.
Okay. Cool. So you can see that. Okay, so wait, hold on. Move back. For reasons, we are going to be doing this kind of entire encounter, as you would say, basically in initiative mode. So, we're gonna go turn by turn. Well, once we get inside, I guess we'll start that. So you guys can do whatever you want for now, but once you open a door before anyone moves in, we are going to roll initiative, and you'll be kind of like doing things in initiative mode. So you can do like a, normal round of movement, and, so basically on your turn, you can tell me like what you want to do type thing, using your normal movement speed that you would do in normal initiative, just because I need to very carefully keep track of exactly where people are and where people are when certain things are triggered. So, but y'all can do whatever you want until you actually enter the manor.
Did we want to quickly go over a game plan before y'all just start running into death?
I was checking the road.
I suggest Sephra be keeping a keen eye and perceiving things before we enter into places, listening at the front, listening at doors, taking our time, and Marco being in the front to get ready for any attacks. We've clearly been running into a lot of undead recently, and we heard this place is haunted. So I think we should be on our guard and be prepared to face undead creatures here. And that is all from me.
Thinking we should probably have Glitter be up front if it's undead.
Be our meat shield, Glitter.
So as you guys walk up to this area, you can tell that this is kind of like a ruins of an old building. It's impossible to tell how many floors this outbuilding once had, for all that remains are sooty, scorched stones of its foundation. To the east, a 4-foot wide stone well sits, partially collapsed in the corner of the ruins. And as you approach, you kind of see like a few like sickly looking ravens perched in the ruins, but as you get closer, they fly off into the distance.
Can I try and hit them with an arrow?
They flew off pretty fast as you came up close. I mean, you can like attempt, but it's gonna be difficult to hit.
So I just want to clarify that if we run into ghouls, okay, they have their claws paralyze you guys, but not me. I'm an elf, so I'm immune. But any other undead, I don't have any special immunities versus.
Okay. I thought you were immune to the ghoulism.
I'm immune to their paralyzing touch.
Alright, let's keep moving, guys.
And I kind of agree with John. I think that his plan of attack was pretty.
So, where should we go from?
I think this looks like a
So
door
that's a
is-
front. That's a door there, and that's
Those
a door
are
there.
both doors, yes.
Can I stealth? I want to stealth around at both doors and listen in and see what I can.
Yeah, go for it.
Scale is pretty accurate.
Yes.
These are 5 feet squares, right?
Yeah, sorry.
That's for that door right there.
So you're going to stealth up to it.
Yeah.
Perfect. The blues are windows, and are they open? Are they closed? Can I see?
Everything is closed. And you probably can't see through anything. This entire building is just very decayed looking, and it's just very dirty everywhere. Most of the windows are caked with a super big dust and grime layer where you can't really see
Okay.
through.
So it's dirt, not like frosted windows.
No, it's just dirty.
Okay.
Yes. Okay, so over there, Sephra. So you don't hear anything coming through that door. You get the smell of just a kind of moldy decay smell just starts permeating through the door, but you don't really hear anything, and you're not really sensing anything on the other side of the door.
Okay.
So are we going for maximum stealth? Because I have pretty good spell, but it requires an open flame, which means I'd want to carry a torch.
I mean, I want to at least sort of be cautious about it. We don't have to go for complete stealth, but
Again, you kind of get the same thing from that door, Sephra. You're not really hearing anything on the other side of it. You're getting the same kind of smell coming through, but everything seems oddly, eerily quiet.
All right. So at this point, I'm gonna go back to the party and just say, okay. So I didn't hear anything. It's a little too quiet, honestly. But I didn't really hear anything, and I can just sort of smell the decay coming through, but not like rotted corpse, more like just, abandoned house decay.
Just for kicks, I'm gonna detect magic on the straight out in front of me.
Yeah, I was kind of trying to see how far 60 feet was. Okay, let me
If
see.
I can get
if
both of the
there's-
doors. I remember that detect magic is blocked by a certain amount of solid material.
Yeah, so you don't really detect any magic. You're only you can kind of tell your spell is really only getting to the outside of the building, and it's not really permeating the building very well. But you're definitely not detecting magic anywhere outside, and it does not seem like the doors are there's any magic on the doors. Pretty much everything you're hitting, not magical. You're noticing that the edge of your spell would technically go inside, but it just doesn't seem like it's really actually getting in.
So what do we want to do, gang? Split up and look for clues?
You gotta open the door, no?
We do, but which door do you want to go through?
I don't think it matters.
As far as Glitter's question about being stealthy, I don't think it's going to matter too much. Olden and myself are going to be clattering quite a bit with our...
If anything, if we open the door and see nothing, I think we should actually stay outside and maybe make noise so things are funneled to us and they can only go, we can hold the door. If we suspect there's creatures inside, which I'm pretty sure there probably will be.
Okay. Olden, Glitter's going to step forward to you and he's going to say, "You're a spellcaster, right? So you're familiar with the fact that I can... I don't know how not to meta this, but concentrate. Can you make sure that I don't fall down and hurt myself?"
Sure, stay behind me.
Okay, so I'm going to continually cast Detect Magic and use the concentrate. I'm depending on Olden to make sure I don't fall and smash my face on things.
I'm going to cast this because it'll last 10 minutes a level, so I'm just going to have that up so I can read the scrolls without wasting time casting that in combat.
Okay, I am trying the door.
What are you trying to do?
Oh.
It is locked.
So, I'm going to try and disable the lock.
You got a key.
Yeah, I was going to say, can we try the key that we picked up in the...
yeah.
What a novel idea. Sorry, all the ones I
Key.
can make
Key.
Maybe if
Yeah,
Jaws
keys
would
around
keep
my
her
neck.
mouth shut, she'd actually hear what I was thinking.
Keys around my neck.
I mean, we could have Olden, like, just break it down, release some tension.
Okay, so I hand her the key and I go back to concentrating on detecting magic. And I think I heard Whitney say, "Hold on."
Okay, I apologize. Charlie had opened the pantry and Everly had crawled into it, so I had to get her out of the pantry.
She just wanted some soup.
Okay, so what are we doing? What are you doing? What are you doing?
I'll take the key and open it. Or try to unlock it.
It unlocks.
Alright. I push... Is it a push or pull door?
Bam.
I'm just messing. I open the door.
So
Okay,
I have a quick question. Are we breaking and entering here? I mean, do we have permission from the sheriff to investigate?
I mean, if you have a key, then
I
technically
think it's a
not
bit
breaking
too late
and
for these
entering.
questions. We're already here.
I know. It just occurred to me that
We have a warrant.
All
Yeah,
right.
we're sanctioned by the sheriff. I think we're good.
Okay.
Olden
Alright.
keeps a warrant in the sole of his shoe.
Alright, I'll open the door and look in.
I'm just making sure this is all revealed nicely. Alright. So, hold on, let me get to the right part. So as you look into this room, you see there is oak-paneled chamber. This oak-paneled chamber must have once been breathtaking, but it is a sad sight now. The floorboards are warped with moisture, and the paneling scratched and spotted with mold. A grand piano, its surface spotchy and keys warped, leans tiredly in the southeast corner.
Okay.
Okay. I'll step up to the doorway, still casting detect magic.
I'll step right in here.
Hold on. Back up, guys. I remember I told you as soon as you wanted to enter, we're entering initiative mode. So everyone roll initiative for me. Of course, my stupid thing just doesn't delete old ones when you roll new ones, and it drives me insane. I'm not on top of it and deleting your old initiatives and clearing it before your old new ones. Except for having to help both Zephyrs are 10s in here. That's funny. Glitter is a 20. And Tingle Tooth is a 7. Okay. I think that's all of them. Descending. Okay. Go for it. So we're basically just going in initiative mode just so I can keep track of things a little easier for my purposes.
So this means who moves first, right?
Potentially, unless they want to wait and hold their, because literally this is just like a turn order of who is going to say what they want to do first and make their movement if they choose to move. So yes, Olden is first, but he could say, I'm going to wait right here until, someone else goes inside or something.
Yeah, I just move here and then wait for everyone else to come in.
Alright, so hold on one sec. Alright, I just had to check something. So Glitter, what do you want to do?
I am going to step up to the doorway, but not move through.
Okay.
And I'm going to recast Detect Magic. It's a
Okay.
cantrip, so I can pretty much just keep.
You are not detecting any magic.
Okay.
I have 2 rolls for Marco in here. What in the world? Hold on, delete that. Alright, but you're still next. Okay, Marco.
Move forward. Go here. That'll be my turn.
Alright, nothing else you wanted to do? Or, because you guys can say, I want to, look at this, or roll perception checks, or do whatever you would normally do. I'm just having you go in a turn by turn.
I'm not on the initiative list, and I should be before Tangletooth because I was a
I
tank.
show you next. Do you not see you there?
No, I
I don't see
her.
her on the order.
Okay, re-roll for me. I think my thing wigged out and I deleted the wrong roll for you because they were both 10s. Because for some reason the extra rolls just show for me but not anyone else. Okay, Sephra.
Okay. So, I'm going to walk over to this door quietly, and I'm going to listen at the door.
So from that door, you kind of hear some very quiet scratching noises. And I'll just remind you all what you see in the room you're currently in, just so you remember. So it was an oak paneled chamber that's very warped and moldy and moisture. And there is a piano, I'll be right here.
Do I see anything inside the piano at all? I don't know if the little lid is up or whatever.
The piano would be just probably laid out like normal. So for normal for playing, it's probably lit up, all of that.
Alright, that's my turn.
Alright, do you want Tangletooth do anything?
Yes. So I'm gonna have Tangletooth go over to this door basically, Tangletooth is kind of like, knows to alert me if there's something.
Sure, so Tangletooth just kind of turns and looks at you and just kind of gives you blank eyes, not really perceiving anything.
Okay, so I'm going to turn back to the group and just say, I think there's something behind the door that's in front of me here, but Tangletooth doesn't seem to think there's anything behind the door.
Alright, Olden.
Are we okay with doing my plan I said earlier?
I was just about to ask, so you want to do the funnel plan where you open up the door and let everything come through the door?
Well, keep the doors closed for now. Maybe let's just keep Sephora and Tangletooth listening, and you're proficient with instruments, right? Why don't you play something on that piano and see what happens?
That's interesting. I'll walk forward and look at the piano. Is it playable?
Yeah, it looks playable.
Free bird.
I don't know that song.
Rocket Man.
Sure, I'll just play something in general, something random.
Chopstick.
Okay. So are you guys like all exiting or what's the plan here? So Glitter, it's on your turn, so you play something. Are you doing anything after that?
No, but Glitter's a little spooked out, so he's probably not playing very well.
Okay.
Does he need to roll or perform?
If you want to see how well you're playing, sure. If it matters to you.
Yeah, doesn't matter. I can take 10 on any skill I have, so.
So you're performing.
Is there any change from the other doors?
Nope, you're not noticing any change yet. No one roll perception either, so.
Can we
Marco.
roll on his turn though? We have to wait for our own, right?
What do you want to do, Marco?
I'm gonna move closer to the door she said she heard noise from. And I'll roll a perception.
Yeah, you're not really noticing anything since she pointed out the noise she was hearing. You can vaguely hear like a scratching noise, but nothing else seems to be really hitting your senses.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop. I'm
I
probably
look-
gonna stop my turn.
I look over at Holden and say, not really hearing anything different. Should I make a louder noise?
Yeah, I think we should call out to see if anyone's home.
Knock on the
Oh,
door.
I should clarify. I'm sorry. I missed this when I was looking through my notes. Glitter, as soon as you sat down to try to play something, you attempted to play something that you know, right? But as soon as you started touching the keys, the instrument started kind of playing on its own, almost a catchy Parisian song.
And there's no magic on it?
Correct. And now, suddenly, Olden, you feel like you're dancing. All of a sudden, you are dancing with someone. You are literally waltzing around the room, and there is this woman in your arms.
She hot?
Are you?
Is she hot?
Aren't you
That's-
celibate?
Yeah, that was an
I mean,
out of character
she's
question.
she's good. She's good looking, sure.
Did I not get a will save to resist this effect, or no?
You at this point now can make a will save.
Fuck.
Yeah, so you are dancing around this room and you're dancing with her, and all of a sudden you feel like your strength is being sapped. as you're dancing with her.
Can I speak? Like, am I like incapacitated, or can I say something? Because I clearly know what's going on, but does Ulden?
I mean, you are not incapacitated.
But like, you're saying I'm like dancing with her, but am I like enchanted? Like, can I like freak out and try to stop and say stuff to my party, or?
I mean, you can freak out and say stuff to your party, but you can't physically stop.
So yeah, I'll just yell out to everyone and say, "There's
So,
a
was this
benevolent
happening
spirit
during
here."
my perception through the door?
I'm sorry, Marco, but I'm dying here, so I need to interrupt you. I'm literally dying to something. Can someone help me, please?
Can we get Marco to like destroy the piano, maybe?
I mean, if you want, yeah, you can check.
Okay, so you're gonna destroy the piano? Because I'm gonna tackle Alden.
Yeah, can someone just like
Well,
hit me and stop this
I
dance
was
or
gonna
something? Do something.
say it's still. That's what I'm getting at. Is this happening while I was doing my perception?
Technically, it was my bad. This would have happened literally as soon as Glitter touched the started playing on the piano.
Right, so it was my turn. I sat down, started playing the piano. It immediately switched to your turn, but on your turn, the whatever this nasty is started dancing with Alden.
Okay, so then I'll turn around and go to grab him. What do I need to do?
You can make a grapple check.
That is.
Okay, so the way you do this, yeah, is go to your character sheet on the main tab. There's something called CMB. Should be right next to your basic. There you go.
All right, what's your CMD?
12.
All right, so you successfully grapple him. It does end the dancing, and he no longer sees this like woman in his arms that he's dancing with. But as that happens, all of you now see this like an image of this like ghostly kind of like creepy now looking woman. Her mouth is like twisted in pain and her tongue is protruding out of her mouth. She comes out and she shrieks at you all. And you guys will take 1 point of wisdom damage, and you can make a will save to attempt to negate.
And sorry, did you say, did I lose strength? Temporary
You
strength?
did. You lost 1 point of strength.
Okay.
That was Sephra's roll, not Tangled. by the
Okay.
way. Stuck on Tangled.
Are you gonna roll Tingle? Okay. So you all make your save. So you all successfully negate her shriek. And as quickly as she appeared and shrieked at you, she disappears and is gone. And the room is silent again. The piano has stopped playing.
All right. I'm gonna say we don't play their instrument.
I was hoping something else would have happened, not that disastrous. But yes, no more playing that piano.
All right. Well, I've done my move and my action, so I'm done.
All right. Well, I'm going to just take a slight. I'm gonna step back a little bit from the doors over here, just because I figure there's gonna be stuff. And oh, actually, before I do that, I'm going to do a perception check, just to see if I hear anything besides the scratch.
Sorry about that baby hitting the keyboard. Yeah, so you are listening at the door, and you feel like after all that noise and everything, you're expecting like to hear stuff coming your way, but you don't hear anything other than that scratching that you've been hearing on the other side of the door.
Okay. So then I'm going to step back over here, and I'm just going to say, the scratching's still happening, but it doesn't sound like anything else has happened.
I don't think we have any choice. I think Marco or Sephra, or I can lead as well, but I probably shouldn't. Marco, open the door and we'll follow you in, I think.
So, did I get a good look at the lady's face?
She appeared pretty quickly, and her face was very distorted. You gotta look at it.
Can I make a roll to identify who the lady is?
Yeah, you can make me a knowledge local. Alright, give me a second because I need to see if you guys had already figured out any information about this.
And did I recognize the song?
No. So you... Give me a quick second. I'm sorry. I need to deal with
No worries.
My husband's being no fucking help right now.
I'm not much in the way of healing. Is there something we can do to regain your... Something other than just wait it out to regain your point of strength? Or...
Yeah, I can do it, but I don't want to waste a spell slot for it. I don't use my strength anyway.
Okay. I got her
Cool.
snapped, so she should be happy now. Okay, so you think you might recall something about, Oh, you you recall like she resembles a picture you might have saw sometime when you heard a story about someone's like wife dying, but you didn't really pay attention that much to like the information. You just like feel like it resembles someone that you like in passing heard something about, but it wasn't really
Okay.
important to you, so you didn't,
I share that she kind of reminds me of a story I heard about someone's wife passing. Maybe she's part of the Foxglove family.
When I was... I mean, it's not my turn, so I guess I'll wait.
Sephra, did you want Tangletooth to do anything?
No, I mean, Tangletooth just kind of goes right here, because, yeah, just for
And I would like to say that, like, if you guys want to, like, say something, like, when it's not your turn, like, that's totally fine. I'm just meaning for physically doing actions. I'm trying, like, doing movement or doing actions. I'm trying to keep us in, like, initiative turn order. Okay, so Olin.
When I was dancing with her, was her face distorted as well, or did she look like a normal person?
So you noticed when you were dancing with her, she looked she looked really beautiful. Like, she was a very beautiful looking woman. But when she appeared and like shrieked at you all, she was like a gruesome version of herself. Like, looked much different when she appeared and shrieked at you. But when you're dancing, she was like, damn, this chick's gorgeous.
Did I recognize her, or can I describe her to Glitter to see if we recognize her? My instinct is that she may have been that woman you said that was pushed off a cliff or something.
Right, I remember
like,
you did give us some information about the previous owner.
Yeah, so I personally don't remember, but I think Ulden would remember, so I don't know if you want to make like a check for that or something.
Well, I will let you know that, Glitter, you know that she doesn't look like, in basically the stories that Amiko is telling you about the Foxglove Manor and its history and its lore, she kind of had described to you all of the people that she talked about to you, and the person you saw was not someone she mentioned about.
Okay, I will pass that information on to Olden when he specifically describes her. So that doesn't sound like anybody that Amico described to us as being a player in this game. As I look at Sephora.
Am I aware of any, like... So it sounded like she was like kind of almost like a banshee, but is there like anything I know of that like looks like a calm, normal spirit, and then it turns violent when something happens? Like,
Yeah, that
does this mean anything?
that was going to be
me?
my next.
I don't actually know if you can get any information from freaking.
I mean, is it a ghost?
feel
Like you
like
said,
you
is it
might.
a banshee?
So I will tell you that you could definitely tell that it wasn't the woman that appeared and shrieked at you wasn't a ghost, and she wasn't a banshee. She was more temporary, but also more permanent in senses.
I have no idea
Okay.
what that means.
Are there any pictures on the walls in this room?
There are not.
Is there any sheet music on the piano? And I look at Ulden and I say that the piano seemed to trigger it. While I hate to destroy an instrument, do we want to make sure that that doesn't happen again?
Do I have more actions on my turn?
Yeah, you can pretty much do whatever you want until you decide your turn is like done with for the moment.
Then it's my turn forever. No. I'm gonna take some of I have 5 flasks of holy water. So I'm gonna take one, and I described this before, but I don't know if I fully described it. I'm not gonna waste the whole water in it, but I'm gonna put my thumb over the top and kind of just like shake it so that a little bit spurts out. You know what I'm saying? So like if you put your thumb over like a top of a water bottle, and you can kind of let just like a little bit out if you like chuck it a bit. You know what I'm saying?
You're trying to spray it out a bit.
Yeah, just like throw a little bit out, so I'm not throwing the whole thing. But anyways, I'm just like
Where are you
on the
throwing
piano, seeing if there's any reaction to holy water being thrown on it. Because I know it wasn't magic. There's no magic from his detect magic, so I'm thinking it's more divine inspired things.
I mean, I'm a bard. I know how to disable instruments without like we don't have to destroy it. All I had to do is snap the strings.
Yes, but there's more at play here than clearly mechanical things at play, right?
So it seems like the holy water might be sort of doing something, but you put such a small amount on it that it's hard to be positive.
Like, do I see like a sizzle, like a go tss, like when it hits it? Like, do I see anything or?
Yeah, I mean, you might see like basically the tiniest bit of like damage done to the piano, but like minuscule amount.
Okay, I empty a whole flask of holy water onto it.
So I
Okay.
just want to let you know I will back away before he does that. I don't care. It's not
Yeah,
my turn.
sure. So let me see. Okay, I'm gonna roll something. Just last night. Okay, so yeah, so as you dump like the whole pint of holy water, it looks like you have whatever about the piano is making it have these effects. You have damaged that about it.
So it's not destroyed; it's just damaged.
Yes.
So I will look at Ulden and say I can pretty much disable that if you don't want to. I make air quotes, waste another vial of holy water.
So you're able to disable unholy relics?
I can make it so it doesn't play anymore.
Glitter, I don't think you're comprehending how magic works. Just because you cut the strings doesn't mean like if it's divinely inspired, I don't think the spirits will be stopped by cut strings, but be my guest.
Well, I've already detected magic on it, and no magic radiated off of the piano. So.
Exactly, that's why. And then it burns to holy water, so if you think you can do a better job than my holy water, go for it. My turn's over.
Alright, Glitter, is there anything you want to do?
No, I guess not.
What? Disable it then.
I'm frustrated, John.
Marco, your turn.
Alright, well, I'm assuming that the reaction from the piano means that it's done with. So I'm going to open this door.
Okay, go for it.
I tried to open the door.
Alright, so... I'm assuming with most of these doors, you guys are just going to be using your key if it doesn't open, so... As you open the door, you can see the scratching was obviously coming from this rat that is stuck in a bathtub. So let me just get the description of this room for you. So this is a simple washroom. An ancient metal washtub stands to the north, a ring of mildew crusting its inner surface. A strange, furtive scratching comes from the inside of the tub.
Jesus.
Yeah, I mean, you don't really notice anything. I mean, I don't know if you're looking for anything particular, but you don't really notice anything other than you just can, like, tell that the scratching is coming from the tub area.
Okay. I'll let them know that the scratching seems to be coming from the tub area. And I will pull my sword out and approach it. And would I be able to verify the rat from here?
You would have to be, like, right up next to the tub, to see it. But yeah, as soon as you get up there, like, you'd be able to, like, look down, and see the rat. And it is just a horrific looking thing. Like, you can tell it's blind. It's, like, has tumors all over it. It's disgusting looking. Okay, hold on, let me see. Oh, okay. Yeah, so you manage to hit it and you kill it.
Got the rat. Completed my actions, so.
Okay. Sephra, what do you want to do?
Well, since I didn't hear anything from this other door, then I want to go open this other.
Okay. Yeah, you can open that. And you will
I'm just gonna be back. 1 second. Keep going. Keep going.
Yeah. Trying to get this. Ah, the stupid reveal tool, man. This thing makes me mad sometimes. There you go. That's what you.
Okay.
So there was nothing else in that room but a bathtub and a dead rat.
Yeah. So there's just that's all he saw was the bathtub, dead rat. Now, yeah. Do you want to do anything else?
Yes. I want to quietly just sort of go. I see this other door here. I just want to quietly go and listen.
Okay. Yeah, so you aren't really hearing anything coming from the other side of that door. Let me see here. Yeah, you like almost get like a faint scent of like almost like the briefest whiff of like the smell of something like smoldering, but then like as quickly as you smelled it, it's gone, and you're almost like, did I even smell that?
All right.
These walls look different. Are they the same? Because these walls look like they're stone, but these walls look like they're wood. Is that the case?
Yeah, that would be pretty correct.
Okay. And again, no pictures in this room. No pictures in this room at all either.
Nope.
Okay.
I mean, there might be, but nothing.
Nothing that I noticed because I have horrible perception apparently.
And there's nothing that like would stand out to you. Like there might be pictures, there might be normal decor, but nothing that would basically of be importance to try to.
Okay.
Okay. So the other thing I want to do is go over quietly this door and listen. I'm basically trying to scout ahead and then report back.
Sure. Let's see. Yeah, you aren't really hearing anything from that room either. Like, it's probably getting to the point where you're like, this is really strange. Like, there's like nothing coming from anywhere.
Okay, I don't really want her to get out of sight, so I'm just gonna move over so I can see her.
Well, I was planning on coming back to the room and telling people what I saw.
Yeah, the problem is we're dealing with the arcane, whatever you want to call it now, and it can be really dangerous to get out of sight.
Okay, well, let's go back to the piano room. So I'm basically telling everybody, yeah, I scouted ahead. I still don't hear anything, and I don't know. Something seems off. It's like way too.
All right, Olden. Stop drinking your water.
I'm using as much holy water as it takes to destroy this piano.
Oh.
Okay, so you can pour another vial on it.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'll keep pouring until I think it's destroyed or deactivated.
Okay, so it was 5, 6, 7. Okay, I think that's enough. Hold on. Okay, so after you've poured 4 entire vials of holy water on it, you feel like it might be deactivated?
I feel, is there anything I can do to make sure?
Sorry. I'm like having to try to like figure out some of this information because this is like something I've never had to like deal a lot with in Pathfinder before, so I'm trying to figure out how you would discern what is even happening in here. Of course, my kid is like super grumpy.
Time to call the hubby favors in.
He is building a bed in Charlie's room. So the best thing I can tell you is you feel like you're pouring holy water onto the piano has like neutralized it. But that's kind of like as much as you know at the
I'll tell everyone to get ready to pull me out of another dance, and I'll start playing it again to see if it entrances me. The moment I see any ghost, I'm channeling energy if I can.
Nope, nothing happens.
Okay, I'm satisfied it's deactivated then. Yeah, I'll tell everyone that we should just keep exploring then. If we don't think we hear any sounds, just keep going. And that's my turn.
Ready.
I assume Bella's dealing with children. So while I would ask Marco like if or Sephra if she checked out that room Marco was in as well, just to make sure we didn't miss anything.
Sorry, I moved the turn order. I was switching.
Just make sure we're not missing anything in that room. It just seems odd if there's just one thing in there for no reason. Seems odd, but can anyone examine that rat that he talked about? Is there anything special about it besides it being deformed? Is there like anything we can gather from it? Does it look like it was infected with ghoulism or something, or
It just looks like a lot of tumors. It appears to be blind.
it was blind?
It's not a tumor.
It appeared to be, I should say.
If it's not my turn, or you said we could say stuff, I would just want to make a check to see if I know anything about it with... Do I have knowledge nature? Oh, I don't have that. Well, I'll ask everyone if they can figure out if there's anything special about it.
I can do knowledge nature on my turn.
Glitter, it's your turn. Did you want to do anything?
I will attempt knowledge in nature on the rat to see if there's
Sure.
anything I can discern.
All right, so looking over the rat, all you can really discern is it looked like maybe this was a rat that got diseased by something similar to like the ghouls you've encountered, but not exactly the same. It definitely had some sort of disease going on, but other than that, it just appears to be a diseased rat.
I share that information. Maybe ghoulism, maybe not. Definitely diseased. That's my turn. Which room shall we attempt next?
It's not my turn, but how thick are these doors and walls? Like, are these thick wood walls?
I mean, they're decently thick, but they are like just standard, house walls. So, is there
Would they be
something you're
like
wanting
3
to
feet thick? Like, if I go like this, can I tell how thick these walls are?
It probably isn't.
Probably isn't.
Yeah, probably is not.
Well, if I can go out of
So-
turn order, I would just throw this up. See if I can see anything in the...
Okay. Give me a quick second. I think you might get something with that. Let's see. Okay. So, you I'll give you this. You get a feeling that there is something in your range that is coming up, like that, like it's being detected, but without like being in the actual room. I can't give you really any more than that, but I will tell you that
Where
you're
is it?
feeling like there is something in the range of your detect undead spell.
Do I get a ping anywhere, like in my range? Like, is it like...
Yeah, how about a
Rear.
direction? North, south, east, west?
You kind of get a feeling coming from kind of like your east, your southeast, and kind of southwest. So you're kind of feeling like there's multiple possible things you're picking up, and those are kind of the general areas you feel like it might be coming from.
Alright, I'll relay that to the party and say it's probably in this big room here. Or south room, south door. Probably some action in there, fellers.
Make my way back into this room. Come back down to this door. I check the door first. Okay. I'm gonna say it out loud. It seems odd that we have to keep using the key in the interior of this house, but so
You cut off, so it's weird what?
that we have to keep using this key in the inside of the house.
Is that really that weird? Someone just locked all the doors. Is that weird?
I mean,
It's a fire
Okay.
hazard.
Sorry, so are you opening that door?
yes.
Is it locked? Do we have to
Okay.
use the key?
Oh, what the heck?
Whitney, is it locked? Do we have to use the key?
I'm kind of backtracking to what she said earlier about assuming us having to use the key for.
I mean, some of them might be and some of them might not be, but I would just assume you would like try the handle, and if it's locked, you're going to use the key that you have. If you want, I'll tell you whether each door is locked or not locked, but
What the hell is that?
So just to let you know, Dungeoneering 101, destroy any statues you come across.
okay, so as you open this door, Marco, let me get to this part. I need to turn on the light in here, man. I can't see. The sounds of the house straining and creaking gives this long, high-ceilinged room an additional sense of age and decay. The place smells damp, the unpleasant tinge of mold lacing the air, as surely as it stains the wooden floor, walls, and furniture in pallid patches. Moldering trophies hang on the wall to the northeast: a boar, a bear, a fire-poked cougar, and a stag. Yet they pale in comparison to the monster on display in the center of the room. Here crouches a 12-foot-long creature with the body of a lion, a scorpion's tail fitted with dozens of razor barbs, huge bat-like wings, and a deformed humanoid face.
Without making any roll, is it like a deformed chimera? Or...
turn around and I tell them what I see.
Spiky tail, human head.
And Marco, as you open the door, you catch a momentary whiff of burning hair and flesh. But like it's just momentary and then it's gone.
I explained to them that I smelled that, but as soon as I smell it, it almost seemed like it went away at the exact same.
Is
So
there
I will
any-
say to
sorry.
Marco, I got that same sense when I was close to that door. I thought I smelled something burning, but I wasn't sure.
Is there any knowledge checks we can be rolling to determine what this smell indicates? Is this like a component of a spell? Like we would know this from a spell casting, or is it a religious offering?
Brimstone. Something from a different plane. Brimstone.
You can make a knowledge arcana or knowledge religion. Yeah, neither of you are really sure. You know that there are plenty of different spells, rituals, events, all sorts of different things that could cause momentary like whiffs. But neither of you are really able to figure out what is currently causing the one you're experiencing. I should say Sephra and Marco experienced.
Okay.
Can I see the thing that he's talking about, or is because it's basically two doors and Marco sort of in my way?
Yeah, you probably can't really see it yet.
Okay.
All right.
Let me know when I can see it, because I'm gonna make a nature roll to
Sure.
identify what that is.
Did you want to do anything else, Marco?
I'm gonna go ahead and enter the room and take another look a little more.
I'll reveal a little bit more now that you're actually coming into the room.
So when he goes into the room, I'm gonna do that slow mo. Yo.
Ew.
Ew. It's Manticore poop.
So now that you've stepped into the room a little bit more, you kind of are noticing like there's the smell of like smoldering fur.
I'll kind of turn my head a bit, but without looking away from my front, just kind of yell over my shoulder. It definitely smells like there's something burning here, almost like.
All right.
Was there like a furnace or anything in here, or
Not that you
like
can
a
see.
chimney?
All right, Sephra, it's your turn.
All right, I am going to follow a Marco into the room. And I'm going to take a look around.
Okay. Yeah, so I mean, you see like all of the, the animals on the wall, and you see the big, thing in the middle, gross stains on the floor, the mold and mildew smell, but nothing is really striking you like out of the norm. Like nothing is jumping out at you.
Okay, that's my turn.
Do you want to bring Tangletooth in?
Yes.
All right, Olden.
I said yes, I want to bring Tangle.
Yeah. I didn't know if you were
Okay.
gonna do anything with Tangletooth. I just thought.
Oh, I wanted to do perception with him.
Okay, sure, you can do that. Yeah, I mean, Tangletooth is kind of again just giving you that face like, Why you keep making me do this? I'm not noticing anything.
Except maybe the fire pelt cougar trophy.
Right? He's like, ooh, look at this. What is this? Can I eat this?
Well, Tangletooth's a
I'm
fire
kidding,
pelt.
because it's a giant trophy. So.
Alright.
Alright, Olden, what did you want to do?
Can I just move in here, then delay my action until Glitter identifies what this is?
Yes, you can. I need to look at one thing. Okay, sorry. Okay, Glitter, what did you want to do?
So I'm going to make my way into the room and see if I can identify what this creature.
Sure.
And if I smell it, where's the smell coming from? Like is it coming from the creature?
You're gonna have to make a perception check and a knowledge nature check. You don't smell anything. Yeah, so you're pretty sure that this weird creature in the center, that you're pretty sure it's a manicore. Maybe like a weird, like a little bit weirdly like odd manicore, but it's supposed to be like a manicore.
Okay. I will relay the information and anything that I know about manticores to the party. Like, I'll do that thing where I'm like sort of walking around, stroking my chin, going, yeah, definitely a manticore. Notice the spiky tails? They're supposed to be able to shoot those out of their tail. And while they have wings, they're pretty clumsy flyers.
Alright. Anything you want to do, Marco?
Hold on, are we getting Manicore information, or is that all we're getting?
That's probably all Glitter knows. I mean, they're not like, super common. I mean, if Whitney wants me to give them more information, I will.
Could I also do a knowledge nature now that he's identified what it is to see if I know anything about
On your turn?
Okay.
I mean, I think they have some kind of something about them does poison. Their bite, tail spikes, something, but I don't.
What I'm getting
Jaeger.
out of character is this thing gonna kill us if I wake it up? Or can we take it?
How are you gonna wake it up?
Yeah, this is like a statue.
stuffed.
It's not like an actual animal.
Oh, I thought it was stuffed.
No, it just says well, I guess maybe a stuffed monster. The monster on display in the center of the room. So yeah, you could surmise that it's like he's like with the heads on the wall. That maybe he's like an animal trophy hunter, and he has a giant stuffed manicore right here.
Okay, so
Whoever.
when let's see, I'm gonna try not meta back. We could take it.
Well, I had my held action for when he identified it, so I'm gonna do that thing with the holy water, seeing if there's any reaction on it when I split, like just a little bit on it, see if there's any reaction.
How many vials of holy water do you have?
One left. But I can
Are you
make
doing
more.
the whole thing?
No, I'm looking for any visible reaction to, like, sprinkles of it on it. If there is any reaction, then I'll use more.
Okay, sure, maybe. Yeah, there might be a little bit reaction. Sorry, this doesn't really give me a clear where certain things are, so I'm just gonna say yeah, you might get a little bit of a reaction here.
Alright, I tell everyone to get ready for combat. Do you want to reposition yourselves?
Yep.
Alright, well, so everyone stop moving, since you're doing things out of my initiative order anyways. So suddenly Marco, you see this manticore suddenly lurch to life. Its face shifts to resemble a face of someone that you don't really recognize, but like you see that the face of this manticore is shifting to resemble like a person's face, like a woman's face. And then the fur on the entire thing erupts into flames, and then its tail strikes forward against you. And as this all happens, when you guys decide if you want to try to do things, just so you know, this does become a surprise.
Wait. We surprised it, or it surprised us?
It surprised you.
Really? I said get ready for combat. Is that really? We're really surprised?
Yeah, for reasons. There
What?
are reasons.
That's bullshit. No way.
It is not bullshit. There are reasons it's a surprise round, but I cannot tell you the reasons without giving shit away.
Okay, well-
but my reaction would have been to immediately strike it if it did come to life. So I guess that doesn't matter though. I guess we'll just start with
What's your touch AC?
Who?
Marco.
12.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out. Well, luckily for you, nothing happens. The vision of the manticore fades away, and
So it was an illusion? Vision something?
you don't know. Only Marco saw it.
Well, I wasn't aware that only Marco saw that.
Yes, I said Marco, you see.
Okay, well, I'm still gonna strike at it.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna say, Marco, what's wrong?
Nothing happens.
And I'll look over at him and it's like, you didn't see it? It tried to hit.
Okay, hold on. I don't want to be semantic or whatever, but okay. So I was putting drops of holy water, and then like I'm over the beast doing this, and then like this happens only to Marco, and then he swings his sword. Like I have my arm over it or whatever. Like I just don't know what's going on exactly. Like what's happening right now?
You went to try to put drops of holy
Yeah.
water on it, and all of a sudden something happened that only Marco could see, and then he tried to attack at what he could see.
So I didn't notice any reaction to the holy water.
I told you you saw it doing a little bit of damage.
Okay, because like my turn wasn't fully over. Like if I see a reaction, I'm throwing the whole holy water on it.
Okay.
Couldn't we burn it instead?
I assumed it was made out of stone or it was a statue, but then we were told it was stuffed or whatever, so then I don't
So
know.
you can tell that your vial of holy water like damages it, but it doesn't seem neutralized like the piano did.
Alright, time to make some more holy water, boys and girls.
How do you make holy water?
I bought the spell components and I have empty flasks and I have the spell create water. So you guys can do stuff, but I'm gonna do it with my empty flasks and I'm gonna be doing this.
Okay.
What level of the spell is that?
Level 1 spell cantrip is create water.
No, I mean bless water.
Level 1.
Oh, okay. How many level 1s can you cast a day?
7 more.
Damn. Okay.
So I'm gonna protect John while he does that.
So I'll make as
Okay.
many more as I can, which is 5 more.
Well, I mean, that would be.
And yeah,
So
I'll do the
how
same
exactly are you going about doing this?
thing. Well, I mean,
Because it says like flask of water touched, but you said you had vials and you're putting the water into vials, so that would be like each vial touched, so you could make
5.
8 total.
5. I have 5 empty flasks.
Oh, okay. So you're making 5 vials of holy water?
Yep.
Okay.
So I will do the same thing. I'll keep using them until I see it's been disabled.
Okay, so are you throwing another one on the mana core? Okay, it looks like it's neutralized.
So when you say that, does it look like it's like melted, or like what's happened to it that gives me this like feeling that it's been neutralized?
I'm going to say your like innate like
Stop
the senses
sizzling.
that give you, yeah, well no, it's more like the senses and everything that give you like access to your holy magic make you feel like this particular thing is neutralized.
Okay. So yeah, I'll relay that to the party that I believe this, whatever this was, is now neutralized.
Does it look like it was actually made from a real manticore?
Yep.
Are any of these parts valuable to salvage?
Probably not like this because it's literally just like a stuffed manicore. You're not really getting like most of the parts. Like if you were to
It's
skin it.
That's the
probably in a
reason I
state of
asked.
decay too, probably.
Plus, the whole thing that, like, I turned to Olden, I said, no, I don't turn to Olden, I turn to Marco, and I say, you say it, in the vision it caught on fire?
Yeah, the whole thing just exploded into flames,
And then I look at Sephora
and
and I
it
say,
tried
you say
to
that
attack.
you smelled burning fur, and you smelled burning fur.
Yes.
It had the. Did you
Separate
say it
just
had the
smelled
face?
smoldering, not specifically burning.
You said I saw a humanoid face.
Mm-hmm.
Can you describe the face?
I don't remember what you said, if you don't mind.
When he describes the
Um,
face, I'm going to see if I can match it to any of the quote-unquote player. And just for sake of gameplay speedy, anytime I say players, I mean anyone who's involved with the story at this point.
Yeah, I mean, you, I'm trying to see. It happened so quickly that he just knows it was a female face. I mean, you can roll guess perception to see how much you would have, like, noticed about the face before everything happened. Yeah, you really just recall that the face of the manicore kind of like shifted to a female face, and then it was kind of all over.
Okay, then I'm going to tell everyone. So far we've entered 2 main rooms and had to deal with some kind of female entity both times. So we really need to be on our toes here, not that we aren't already. This girl seems to have a lot to do with whatever's going on in this house.
Alright, are we gonna move along, friends?
Yeah, what do you guys want to go do?
Or
That stain over there, is that just a... Is that anything of importance?
It's just
or?
part of the disgusting house. A nasty old thing on the floor.
So,
are we still going off of the turn order right now?
For the time being, until you enter a new room, you can kind of do what you want.
okay, I want to go over here and look and see what all this is.
So you see a mahogany table surrounded by chairs sits in this room. Twin fireplaces loom to the west, while to the east, stained glass windows obscure what could have been a breathtaking view of the lost coast. Each window depicts a monster rising out of smoke, pouring from a seven-sided box. From north to south are depicted a gnarled tree with an enraged base, an immense hook-beaked bird with sky blue and gold plumage, a winged centaur-like creature with a lion's lower body and a snarling woman's upper torso, and a deep blue squid-like creature with evil red eyes.
We've seen the squid one before, haven't we? I believe we saw it back in the cave. Or basement area.
Squid-like. So human torso, squid face, or the whole body is squid?
Just says a deep blue squid-like creature.
Okay.
So mostly squid-like, probably no human features. Just says a squid-like creature with evil red eyes.
So you want to check the door to the north? Not to be meta, but that looks like... I'd like to explore the room to the north. Yep, I'll go over there and I'll make a perception check, see if I can hear it. Okay, guess not.
Yeah, you're really distracted by the smell currently of this place. It's just so old and decayy smelling that you're... Sephra, you're not really getting anything from the next room. It seems pretty quiet still.
I'll go ahead and open.
Okay, going into a new room, we are going to go back into initiative.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I have to reveal stuff. Give me a quick second.
Oh my god, it's a couch.
Let's set it on fire and jump over.
Question: is it a black couch and is there a camera in front?
Ha ha, casting couch.
Ah, you got.
I mean, they were saying this place was haunted. Maybe they're just hearing a lot of moaning. Ulden doesn't say that.
Well, Glitter doesn't say that.
Okay, sorry.
I'm surprised you know that.
All right, so Ulden, what do you want to do?
I
I should tell you guys what you see in here. So I'll tell you what you see. Marco can relay the information, obviously, and the people who can see in can see in. So this dusty room features a lawn couch caked with white sheets of wispy fungus. Eddies of dust skitter along the warped floorboards as if caught up by a slight breeze, yet no wind is noticeable in the air.
Oh, sorry. I'll delay until someone else is able to identify what's going on.
Okay. Are we still free to move, or are we doing this as an?
No, we're doing this in initiative order. So then Glitter.
Okay.
So I have a game question.
Okay.
Can we dictate? So I know we're going in initiative order, but can we dictate who goes first? Like, can we just decide, like, I'd look like Marco to go first, then Sephra, then whoever else?
If you
Or do
guys want
wanna-
to do that, that's fine. I just want you in an order, but if you would like to change what order you are in, I'm completely okay with.
Ulden, you have any thoughts on that?
Sure, I don't know what order is best.
Nah, I guess we'll just leave it. I am also, I am not going to enter the room first. Actually, I have pretty good armor class. I will go ahead and step into the room, paying close attention to the fact that there seems to be. You said there was something on the ground that's being moved as if by wind, but there's no wind in the room. That sort of what I heard.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll
Is there-
step tentatively into the room. Is the window
Okay.
next to me open? Window across from me, is it open?
You do not appear to be open.
Okay, I sort of put. So what did you say was moving across the floor?
Dust.
Okay, so I'll point to the dust and look at Ulden and say, "You see that? There's no wind in it."
Oh, can I take my delayed turn now?
Sure.
I'm gonna rush in and channel energy. I suspect there's a ghost unseen here. Oops. So 30-foot radius from me should hit this whole room.
Okay.
Does anything happen?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I feel a lot better.
I let everyone know that I suspected there would have been a spirit in here, but it doesn't seem to be hurt by positive energy, so I'm out of ideas. So, anyone else want to take a look in here?
I mean, is there really anything that's holding my interest in this room? Because I'm kind of thinking no.
Marco, do you want to do anything?
Yeah, I'll walk in to about the middle and check out the fireplace thing.
Are you rolling anything or are you just looking at it? Yeah, it just looks like a fireplace to you.
Are there coals? No coals? Like,
None.
I'm not saying lit, just is there?
Oh, what did I just do? Yeah, no, it doesn't look like there's anything in it. Like, it hasn't been used in a really long time.
Do I hear these dice being rolled?
Is there anything else you wanted to do?
I'm going to poke the couch with my blade.
Okay. It like puffs out all this like mold and dust when you do that, and just kind of like settles onto the floor. Marco, make me a will save. So you hear like a woman's voice start to whisper, "Lori? Lori?" And then all of a sudden you are overwhelmed with this compelling thought that Olden is your child and you need to drag him out of this house as quickly as possible.
Come on, we gotta go, man! We gotta go!
So you would be literally like trying to grab him and pull him like you are trying to get out of this house as fast as you possibly.
I rolled the combat maneuver.
I'm assuming his CMD is not a 24.
Correct.
So where were you?
I was here when I started.
So like 5, 10. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I'm on the wrong tool. What's your movement speed?
30.
So I'll say you manage to get to Ulden and you start dragging him, and you like drag him through this door to about here.
Yeah. I guess if I'm dragging him, I would be slowed a bit.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Okay,
Can he keep moving after grappling me?
Grapple's just standard, isn't it?
Yeah, but I don't know. I've just never seen something in combat be able to grapple something and move someone.
I mean, assume you'd be able to like grapple them and grab them by the arms and like try attempt to drag them.
Yeah, but he has to move. Basically, it's a move, grapple, and then his turn would be over. I believe.
Why can't you split your movement? You can split your movement with any other standard action.
Then I stand corrected.
I mean, I could be wrong. That was just my understanding. Sephra,
Would
do you
he
want to
get
do
a
something?
save?
Him, no, because his save is his defense, and that
Oh,
didn't
right.
help him,
right.
so. So
Uh,
Marco is suddenly like saying like probably saying things like, "My child, you we have to get out of the house. We have to get out of the house." And he's like grabbing Ulden and trying to drag him out of the house.
So at hearing the commotion, Sephra is going to go back this way.
Okay.
And she's gonna try and shake Marco out of it. I don't know what I need to roll to do that, but like I'm not trying to hurt him. Just
So I will let you roll. So I'm gonna let you try to do the aid another, to help him basically with his next will save. So just tell me what you're wanting to do, and I guess roll your. Just roll your will, or would you roll whatever we're going with it?
roll my will.
Yeah.
Okay. Basically, what I'm trying to do is I'm just trying to shake his shoulders, be like, Marco, what are you doing?
Sure.
That's old. Oh God.
Oh well, that hits the DC for aid another. So I mean, you aren't doing it super convincingly, but enough where you feel like you're helping him maybe slowly realize that he's not Olden's mother. Alright, is Tangletooth doing anything?
Tangletooth is going to just kind of go by glitter, just kind of
Okay.
flirt for trouble, that kind of thing.
Olden, what do you want to do?
I'm just trying to see what I can do while I'm graveled. -2 on attacks. Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna try and get out, which I probably will not be able to do. Yep, that's my turn.
Alright. Glitter?
So I will. That doorway looks pretty crowded, or that hallway looks pretty crowded. Is he technically still a ally? So I can move through ally
Yeah.
spaces. Okay, I will move to here, and I will trip him. That goes against your CMD.
What's your CMD, Marco?
Probably much higher than that.
Yeah, so you will fail.
He has a -2 to his CMD.
Yeah, but he said 21.
Okay.
Okay, so Marco,
okay.
you can make another will save, and you'll get a +2 from Sephra trying to help you snap out of it. So you are still convinced that Olden is your child, and you just have to get him out of this house right now. And you continue to drag him and push through Sephra and Glitter, and you'll manage to get about right here. while still dragging Ulden with you. Damn snappy. Alright, Stephra.
All right, so I am going to. Push through the. Well, actually, I'm going to go around again. Try and head him off.
Okay.
And I'm going to slap him in the face.
Okay.
Well, you know, like on the movie Airplane when they like slap the lady, she's hysterical or whatever. So what do I do? Just will again, or?
Yeah, that's what I'm just having you do since he's having to make will saves. Okay. So you feel like you're sort of trying to help get him out of this.
All right, and I'm just kind of call for Tangletooth, and That's the end of my turn. I'm calling for Tangletooth to come like back me up. That's Tangletooth's turn.
Alright. Ulden.
Try and break the grapple.
Yeah, you're just still not able to get out of his hands. He's got like that uber mom strength going on where he's like, must save child, must save.
Alright.
Glitter.
I'm going to aid another.
Who are you aiding and what are you aiding them with?
I'm aiding Marco to
Marco has
break
already
out
been
of this compulsion.
by Stephra.
Okay, so you're stating that we can't both aid him?
I know there are a lot of situations where they can only be aided by one person. I'm not sure if this pertains. I thought most situations you could only be aided by one person. Yeah, I'm gonna say. First off, I'm gonna say that because you're not right next to him, it would be hard to aid him with this particular thing. And yeah. But you could try to aid Ulden to break out. Yeah, I guess you could.
So tell me, so Marco's basically got his arms wrapped around him, carrying him type deal? So they're technically both one target at this point?
Kinda, yeah. He's like like half carrying, half dragging him out of the house.
Fine. Okay, I will entangle them both. Please be aware that that is made against his touch AC.
Okay. So I'm assuming that's gonna hit your touch.
Yep.
Okay, I'm just reading through this.
Okay, so I am not doing the opposed strength roll with him. He's much stronger than I am. But he will be entangled, so.
Okay, so he can try to do escape artist, I guess. Okay, Marco, we'll save.
Okay.
All right, with Sephira's aid another, you finally kind of break out of the train.
The hell is Golden? What are you doing next to?
Release me, you baboon.
I would, but it seems that we're tied together. What's going on?
If you've regained your
So
senses, we can take this net off, I guess.
Right. If I see that he has regained his senses, I will remove the net and start folding it.
I just remember being in that other room and I heard the name Lord.
Does this name mean anything to any of us?
Would I recall my state of having to save my child?
Yeah, probably.
Alright, so I tell them that I recall hearing the name, and then all of a sudden I just felt like I was in a panic and I had to save my child, and Olden happened to be the target.
So again, now you guys can kind of go into doing whatever you want, whenever you want, until you enter a new room. Like a new room you haven't entered before.
Well,
But
I
there
take
wasn't
out my
really thing of. Okay.
I was gonna say I take out my holy water. Another thing to be extinguished, and I'll start heading unless someone wants to stop me.
The power of Iamade.
So while he's doing that, I'm just gonna listen at this door.
Yeah, you're not hearing anything coming from the other side of that door, and I'll just reveal it for you real fast.
It looks like a closet. Oh, it's stairs.
So those are stairs
Okay.
leading down.
And the stairs in the Manticore room were leading up.
Down. Yes, those other stairs were leading up.
Yeah, I look at Sephira and I wink at her and say, "Sounds like stairs leading down."
All right, ping where you're throwing the holy water. Okay.
Well, I mean it's one pint of it, so I'd try to spread it across the whole thing if I can.
I need you to be specific. Okay. Go for it.
I did it. How many?
Okay.
I throw one on it. Does it do anything?
Nothing happens.
Absolutely nothing happens.
Nothing happens.
I move the couch.
Okay. Where are you moving it?
I just like push it 3 inches
Oh.
or something.
Okay. Then what?
Does anything happen?
No, other than like mold and dust exploding from it and like landing all over the floor again.
That perception's to be looking around the room. Is there pictures?
There are not pictures, but when you make that perception check, you feel like you hear the whispering, like a woman's voice whispering, "Lori, Lori."
Olden, I'm hearing that voice again.
Get away from me.
I'll step out of the room.
Honey, I need to save you.
Someone destroy this couch.
Don't we all have like torches? Can't we set it on fire?
I don't know if we want to set it on fire while we're in the.
I mean, we could put it out with some of the holy water, or Olden could conjure some water.
I like that idea. I'll light up one of my torches and light this thing ablaze.
Well, then it'll just make it whole.
I light a torch and I put it underneath the couch and wait for this fucking thing to burn to hell.
Okay. So you can wait a while. The couch will burn down.
I'll put out the fire once it's like fully burnt or whatever.
Okay.
Does anything happen? Is there anything below the couch? Was anything around
Nope.
it?
Well, the floor is covered in water. Why don't you bless it?
I don't have enough spells to do that, sir.
Freaking game.
All right, I'm gonna check this door.
It's a very crispy looking couch. Okay. Yeah, so let me see.
Keep muttering to myself, who the hell is Lori?
She bribed some people to get her kids into college.
Then she deserved to die.
Jesus.
Who?
I mean, Ayamade.
Yeah, Marco, you don't hear anything coming from the other side of that door. You just smell that nasty smell of decay coming from the house, and now mixed with burnt fabric smell from the burning couch in the other room.
Alright, I kicked the door open.
Marco's had enough of this.
Marco's like, fuck this shit, yo.
Pretend they're an incompetent farmer, Marco. Go.
Oh my lord. Alright, so when you look into this room, you see a library. It features 2 chairs, one of which lies on its side before a stone fireplace. A scarf, it's red and gold contrasting with the drab palette in the room, is draped over the side of the fallen chair. A book sits face down on the floor between the chairs. A stone bookend, carved to look like a praying angel with butterfly wings, lies on its side in the fireplace itself.
Burn the chairs.
I'll turn around and say, Glitter, you might want to come and look at this. There's
Okay.
books.
There's these weird looking boxy things with like words.
There's a solitary book in the fireplace with these weird looking butterfly
There
wings.
wasn't a book in the fireplace, it's a
statue.
bookend.
Like, again, like, yeah. What you hold the books with.
I think Marco doesn't know the difference.
I'm going to detect magic on the room.
Okay.
Holden, to be fair, I don't even know what it is.
Yeah.
What Charlie said.
I didn't hear what you said.
Yeah, you don't detect any magic coming from this room.
Okay, I will step into the room so that everyone else may come in as well. And you said there's 2 chairs. What is this? Or what is this?
Sapphire,
bookshelves?
make me a will save.
Who,
Everyone
me?
stop. Everyone stop. Stop moving. Get back there, Olden.
Me?
Yes, make me a will save. Okay, well then.
So I just want you to be aware, I'm casting detect magic at this moment. So
I understand you are casting detect magic. So, Saphra, all of a sudden, the red scarf wraps around your throat and starts choking you. Although you shake off the feeling of being paralyzed, you see a ghostly image of a man manifest before you, and it appears that he's using the scarf to choke him to death.
Okay. Can I put my hands, like,
Make
in
me a
the loop of
fortitude
the
save.
scarf? Okay.
You can attempt, but yes, you can attempt to do that, but I also need you to make me fortitude save. Okay, so all of a sudden you believe that you're someone else. You're this woman, and this man is choking you to death with this scarf.
Can I kick him in the nuts?
You can attempt to.
What do I do?
I mean, you can just kick and flail, but it's not going to do anything. Okay, so you will take 7 points of non-lethal damage.
So that's my hit points, yes?
Yes.
So, wait, so I...
Hold on.
Okay.
Sorry, I read this wrong. I'm sorry. You are at -1 hit points, and you are basically being killed by this man attempting to choke you to death with this scarf. And hold on. Starting. So this is a surprise round for people to attempt to help or do things.
So wait, how did I get to be -1? Just by being
you-
choked, or...
Basically because you failed your fortitude save and you're being choked to death.
Okay.
I read it wrong. If you succeeded your save, you only took the 7 damage, but if you fail your save, you are at -1 hit point.
And I'm assuming all we see is her dropping to the floor.
Yeah, and she probably like she's probably like showing visible signs, like, you know, like people look when they're being choked to death.
Obviously, I can't breathe or call out. So, it's Fulton's turn?
Mm-hmm.
The worst surprise. This is a surprise round.
Yes.
So I'm just reading something because normally in a surprise round I can't do anything,
Mm-hmm.
but we are linked with my life link, and I think it's automatic. I don't think I have to do anything.
Does your link stay always active?
This bond continues until the bonded creature dies, you die, the distance between us exceeds medium range, which is 100 feet plus 10 feet plus my caster level. So 160 feet, which I don't think we've passed. Or you end it as an immediate action, which I have not done. So I do nothing but she heals for 5.
Okay. I'll give it to you.
What do you mean give it to me? It's fucking there. It happens, alright? That's my turn.
Yes, but technically you guys did a bunch of shopping around and you did not dictate whether everyone was going.
I have said in the past
so...
that I reestablish my links every time. If you want me to stay it every time, I will. But...
yeah, you should probably state it at every session, just
I do recall him saying that it's always on unless he says so, but...
Alright, well, Glitter, it's your turn.
So if she gets the automatic heal, is she still in that state of distress?
Yes, she's still being choked to death.
Okay.
I can't see anything visible wrong with her.
All you see is, I imagine her like on her knees, like practically dying, probably trying to like grab at her throat. And you can obviously see that she's like in distress and, you know. But visually, you would see like the scarf wrapped around her throat. But that's probably all you visually see. She's the only one that physically sees like a man choking her, and she like believes she's like someone else in this moment.
Okay, I'm gonna take the scarf from around her neck. I'm going to unwrap the scarf from around her neck.
I need to be back up, but keep going.
Yeah. Well, okay, so you can take the I'll say you can take the scarf off her neck, but she is still in this trance where she's choking to death and is like, well, she's at 4 hit points, but will continue dying.
Okay. I don't know what else to do, so.
Marco.
You said when I looked in the room, I thought the statue was weird.
No.
All right. I ask Glitter to hand me the scarf,
Okay. I hand him the scarf.
and I light it on fire.
Seems oddly resistant to catching on flame.
Okay. I hand it back to Glitter and tell him once Olden's out of his trance, have him put holy water in it. I approach Sephra and try
I'm
it.
here.
Okay, Saffron, make another fortitude save. Alright, so you are back down to -1 and dying.
We can't provide any type of assistance for fortitude.
If you wanted to try to aid another, the handing back and forth of the scarf and trying to burn it would have taken up your standard, and aid another is a stand.
I got you. Okay.
I'm sorry, I need to grab my kid. Okay, I'm back. Alright. Try it. We'll see how well that goes. Tangletooth gonna do anything?
Tangletooth is very worried, but is a cat, doesn't really know what to do, so it's just like pawing at me, but not really knowing what to do.
Golden.
So they've asked me to put holy water on this thing.
Yeah, I would have asked Glitter tell you to try putting holy water on it.
I healed for 5 since it's Holden's turn again.
Yep. So yeah, I'll move here, and I'll coat this scarf in holy water.
Okay, so you do it like you pour holy water on it and it starts like sizzling, like it looks like it's having an effect.
Is that my standard action, or can I do something else?
That would be standard.
Okay, it's my turn.
There's really nothing I can do. I have nothing that can help her.
Okay, Marco.
What do I roll? Fortitude to try and help her?
Yeah. Roll your fortitude and I'll let you try to aid her with that. Okay. So, I would assume you're just like saying things to her or something to help her like break out of this.
Yeah, I would be saying, try to calm down. You're not really there. It's not really happening.
Alright. Okay, Saffron, make your fort save again.
All right.
There you go. You finally break out of it. You no longer feel like you are being choked.
Hello? 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 Is my internet still? What the fuck? I'm gonna restart my Discord. Rip the immersion. Hello?
There we go.
Oh shit, what the fuck happened?
Yeah, I don't know what happened. Discord just.
Oh my lord, sorry.
If it happens again, I'll reset like the server location. Are you there, John?
Yeah, I'm there. Hello? Is
Okay.
it my turn?
All right.
Oh, it's
I was
on.
just making sure everyone was good.
Okay.
So I mean, I don't know like if people cut out and where you cut out, but so Sephra succeeded in her fortitude save and was finally able to breathe again, and that's kind of when people start drop.
So now that the illusion's gone from her mind, is she still feeling that drained, or
I mean, she is still at 4 HP. Yes.
okay?
So are we still in initiative or
No,
people...
y'all can do whatever you want until you go into like a new location like normal.
Zephyr is just kind of sitting on the floor right now. She's still really like shaken up. And her neck hurts. Is anyone else doing anything?
Are we still going in turn order, or like what's happening? I'm sorry.
No.
I'm
No,
double
I
checking
just
the
said we weren't.
thingy and the and escalator that he look around to.
Well, because every round she should be healing 5 then from my thing.
You said you're like looking at the statue.
Oh, I mean, but we're not doing rounds anymore, so...
So every
Alright,
6
well, we'll
seconds.
do it just until she's healed. So heal for 5. Heal for 5. Just making sure Olden gets a chance to heal himself. Heal for 5. Did you just do that? I wasn't paying attention.
You're still at 14. I've like taken like 20 damage already. Or is my thing lagging?
I was at 4 points. I've done it every time she said.
You should go to 24 now, and Olden should be down to 10. I'll just say this. Okay. Now go to 29 and 5. Alright, Olden, do you want to do something before
kill me.
you
Take
go
my
to
leg.
0?
Jesus.
We'll channel.
Alright, 34. No, I'm just kidding. Alright, so you both heal for 14, or are you focusing then?
No. I just need to remember how many I heal more. I heal
So
2 points per die rolled, so I heal.
Yeah, you heal for
20.
14, Zephyr. Alright, so then
One more
Zephyr would
5.
heal for 5 more, and you would lose 5 again, and then it would be over.
So what's happened with
And
this
potions.
scarf?
You need a potion?
No. Thank you, sir.
Well, then I feel much better.
I have a potion still if I need it. What has happened with the scarf? Is it just lying there, or does someone have it still? I was putting on holy water on it last time. Is it burnt into smithereens?
Yeah, so you put... it is not... Yeah, I mean, you put 1 vial of holy water on it. I think you did, like, 7 points of damage.
So this is a flask of holy water. I just want to make sure, because you keep saying vial. It's more holy water than normal, right?
Okay, well, earlier you were doing vials, so that's
No,
why
earlier I
thought
said
you-
flat. I never said vial. I've always said flask.
Can we set fire to it now? Or is it too wet?
The...
Scarf.
Scarf? Didn't you already try to do that and nothing happened?
He did before the holy water.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, 1 flask. That's correct. I was just wrong words in my head because I'm dumb. So yeah, so you poured 1 flask of holy water.
And it's still like intact, and it still looks to be
Yep.
active. All right, another flask on this bitch.
Yeah, it appears to be deactivated, or like whatever I was saying before. What was I saying? before?
Neutralized.
Neutralized. There we go. That's the word.
I proceed to wipe my ass with it. No, I'm joking. I actually want to keep it. If it's neutralized, I want to keep it just in case it's so important or something.
Yeah.
Before you take it, Zephyr goes over and just like stomps it really hard and just like really mad at it. Fuck you, Scarf.
And I don't know if this happened when I was away or not, but what happened to the ghost? Did it just vanish when we put the holy water on it, or when she escaped the
So
hold?
she only saw it, and as soon as she succeeded her fortitude save and like broke out of the effects, like the ghost and everything disappeared.
I assume you told us this?
Yes.
Not you, I mean Sephra.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. So I'm assuming that you guys would be like, "What was that?" And I would be like, sort of shakily, like, raspy, telling you some that it felt like I was another person being choked by a dude.
Do you recognize the man? Can you describe his features? Maybe Glitter's heard of him? Is it the husband of this woman we've been seeing?
What would I do? Like an intelligence check to see if I could remember it?
Yeah, do that or knowledge local if you have it.
Wait, that was my right character sheet, right? Yeah, it was. Okay, yeah, so yeah. I can't really say. I was too busy fighting for my life.
That's alright.
Well, you get an innate bonus because you actually have seen this person before. So you're like groggy because obviously that entire time you're being choked, so like your brain was being deprived of oxygen, so you're like not 100% like sure what you saw was like correct, but you think it was Aldern.
I think it was Aldrin.
You sure this wasn't some sick fantasy? No, I'm joking. Did someone point out that thing in the fireplace to me?
I would have mentioned it to the room.
It sounded like it had some religious significance. Is it an angel? Is this any specific deity being referenced with this thing?
No, I mean, at closer look, it just looks like a generic angel bookend. It doesn't look like it serves any specific deity or has any like specific religious purposes. It was just kind of a decorative bookend that happened to be an angel.
I'm gonna sprinkle some holy water in my hand and pick it up.
Okay. Nothing happens.
Is there like another one? Like, usually there's two bookends. Is there like another one where it's missing? Like, is there one on the shelf and this is like the other end of it somewhere? Or is there a spot on the bookshelf where there's like no dust where like this object was and then it's moved?
Well, there's no spot on the bookshelf with no dust, but you could surmise there is an area that like doesn't have a bookend that you could think it might have come from, but when you do pick up the bookend though, you can see super clearly that it is covered in blood, clots of hair, and bits of skull and flesh.
Skull and flesh?
Mm-hmm. And
Like
one
someone
of the
bashed
wings
someone's
has been
head on
broken
it?
off.
Is it like someone bashed someone's head in with this?
I mean, it could be like one possibility. I'm just telling you what you see on.
Can I make a check to determine if that's what happened?
You can make a heal check. Yeah, it's pretty clear someone used this bookend to smash someone's head and then tossed it into the fireplace.
So you said there's blood on it. Is it like fresh
Yeah.
blood or is this like years old or what?
Not years old, but it's also not fresh. With your heal check, you could surmise it probably happened within the last like month or two, maybe.
Alright, I relay this to the party. And how long has this been rumored to be abandoned, this place?
Well, it was like officially abandoned. Like Amiko told you, it was like abandoned for a long time. But then Aldern Foxglove had recently returned and had been kind of like, fixing it up. Do you remember that?
He probably said it when he was rambling about liking stuff for his butt or something.
No, this was stuff that Amiko told you
Oh.
when you talked to
I don't
Amiko
remember.
about information.
Has it been about a month since we all met?
Huh?
How long has it been since we met Alder?
Since you met him?
Mm-hmm.
Probably. I'm gonna say like a month, maybe.
So I'm looking around the room. I want to see if there's any like interesting book titles or any.
Okay, make a perception check.
Yeah, it's just fine.
Let's see here.
I place this bookend back where it looks like it belongs, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, you don't really notice any like interesting book titles. It's all kind of just like history books. Nothing is really like standing out to you. I'm trying to see if you would yeah.
Is there any way I know to like speak with spirits or like let them know like we are peaceful here? We're trying to figure out like how to send them to the other planes or whatever. Like exorcise these spirits. Like, is this anything I would know? Being a religious person.
With that knowledge religion check, I'll tell you that you have the general idea that these aren't spirits necessarily here like how you would imagine spirits. You have the feeling that this place may actually be a haunt.
I don't know what that means.
Well, you get to learn something new, just like I got to learn something. So, I went through the page. You would have a general idea. Just at, oh my god, what now? This time we lost Jaeger again. Are you still there, John?
I can hear you.
Okay. So you know that places that have had some basically really terrible things happen in them can become literally haunted. Haunted not in the sense of like, ooh, a ghost haunts here, but like they can be like, I don't know how to explain it well, but it's like things stuck in the house, building, you know, whatever it is that can be triggered by things. And it's like I don't know how to explain it well. I wish they had just like a quick thing that was like,
Well, I'm
good.
reading it. Apparently positive energy hurts these things, but I didn't think it was happening.
It does.
Well, when I channeled energy, it didn't release, it didn't do anything. It looked like...
I mean, you wouldn't tell that damage is being done to what you can't see.
Maybe.
Maybe. So you can think
wait,
of it
am I
like,
supposed to read all this and my character knows this?
I wouldn't say all.
Okay, well. Well, I mean, I feel like I should know
What's
this.
going on? That's Whitney's just disconnected. What the fuck is going on with this?
Oh, welcome back.
I think it's this mansion.
Oh, shit.
It's the fucking mansion. We should burn this shit to the ground.
Well, because she linked me to the haunting thing, and it said literally says you have to burn it down. But she just said I'm not supposed to read it all, so I don't know.
Well,
Oh, my Discord's like reconnecting and disconnecting. The fuck is going on with Discord?
she might be trying to reset it.
Oh, yeah. Well, she's offline right now. But I feel like my character should know this. Like, a religious guy, like, I think you would know, like, the ways you end a haunt. Like, I think my character should know this.
I can tell you right now, Marco's
Hello.
hit list just evolved.
This is weird. I don't know what Discord is doing, and
Oh.
it wasn't in.
Jose's.
Yeah.
Oh, what's
That was
happening?
Jose.
We might want to jump into a different Discord and see if it's working better, because it wasn't even letting me like change the location of the Discord like I sometimes do when it's having problems.
ZT.
Yeah, let's just go over there and see if it's working better. That was really strange. Oh, Jaeger's here. Okay. I was like trying to like change the location of the Discord, and it was like I was hitting save changes, and it was like, careful, you have unsaved changes. I like spam save changes. Careful, you have unsaved changes. Like, Discord, I'm gonna murder you. Yeah. Anyway, so I was just linking you the general page. Your character would just have like read in general about what a haunt is, but you probably wouldn't know detailed information about what a haunt is.
I will challenge that. I'm a fucking oracle. I should know how to deal with haunts. I should know like, oh, this is a haunt, like this, especially with that check. I should know like the solutions to a haunt. No.
I mean, I will give you like some, like a little bit of info, but like, do you like why would your character have like specifically spent time studying haunts of all things to study?
I think as an oracle, you would study random ongoings of like terrible things that happen and how to solve them. So like, oh, if you run into undead, you use holy water and channel energy. If you run into a haunt, you have to, because I just read it and there's like 2 solutions. So like, it's a quick thing. Like I feel like this is like on like the things to know of like traveling the world. Like I'm pretty sure this would be one of them. No, especially with the religion 26.
I mean, I think haunts are rarer than your generic things to know.
I mean, what else does an oracle have to study
Don't
than
you
rare
say, like,
undead shit?
divine stuff?
This is definitely in the realm of divine shit. No.
I mean, kind of.
Like, does it say haunts are super rare? Because it doesn't sound like they're rare. It just sounds like this happens when this is happening or whatever.
I mean, I guess I'm going off of they're kind of rare because they don't show up that often. Well, at least in my D&D experience, but I'm just experience. Fine, I'll give it to you. I'll let you know because I don't
Well, I
think
mean,
it's
I
going to
read
help
it.
you right now as much as you think it's going to help you.
Well, I read it. So I'm just saying my character should know that.
Okay.
So yeah, my
Alright.
character lets...
Marco's gonna open this door while Holden's trying to figure his shit out.
Well, I let everyone else who's here know that we need to either burn this whole place down or bury bones of people that were murdered here, probably. So if you guys find any bones, we should bury them.
Take that bookend with us. It's got bone fragments on it.
Sure. I pick it back up.
Could we not try and burn it in the fireplace?
Is it made of stone or something? I don't think it'll burn.
It's like a stone brick.
I think we should be going with my general thing from this religion check and my reading. I don't think this is meta. I think I should know this. Clearly, there have been murders here, and the spirits are very angry or disgruntled with what's happened here. So I think we need to find their desecrated corpses and give them a proper burial in order to extinguish this haunting on this place.
So I'm gonna ask him if there's anything that we can do to know when the haunt is gonna manifest. I mean, so far these rooms, except for this one, haven't been too bad. But I mean, Supper almost died.
I mean, I don't know how much I'm supposed to know, but I know the answer to that question as me, but I don't know if Ulden knows.
I mean, I'm down. I'm down with whatever you said because, you know, this place is still standing, and evidently a lot of people have come here and died, so it needs to kind of be taken care of.
I think it's reasonable to assume that because I know that to extinguish a haunt, you need to either destroy the whole thing or, I mean, I don't like it. Like, I mean, the thing says that, but I think Olden would prefer finding the bones and like remedying their desecration.
Right, give him
And-
rest.
Yeah, and I think my holy water stuff is only neutralizing things and not ending them permanently. So we have.
Oh, well, if that's the case, I want to get the hell out of this room.
Yeah, we should hurry and find the bones of or whoever's been.
I open this door.
Okay. I'm with Ulden.
This room, this cozy looking drawing room is marred by the unnatural dampness and the thick sheets of mold that cling to the curtains closed over the southern window.
So just want to make sure there's nothing that we can do to detect if there's going to be a haunt in a room. Does he have that information, Whitney?
I
Like
guess
my
since
detect
he
magic
thinks he
is-
would be Mr. Pro at haunt.
Well,
Yeah,
but-
detect
does
undead
my
works, but I
detect-
can't waste any more spell on it, or else I'll be
What's that?
useless.
Because my detect magic evidently doesn't work.
It's detect undead, but I can't keep wasting level 1 spells to do it.
And you said there was a painting in this room?
No.
What is that thing in the corner?
Cozy looking drawing room is marred by the unnatural dampness and thick sheets of mold that cling to the curtains closed over the southern window.
If we don't see
And I'll-
anything, any bones or anything, I think we just need to skip these things. It's just probably gonna fuck with us, so let's go upstairs.
Okay, I'll just take a quick perception check in there.
Yeah, you don't really notice anything out of the norm other just all the mold and dust and
Okay,
curtains over
not
the
even-
window. So
not even gonna step into that room.
Were those stairs going up or down? They
Up.
kind of looked up.
So, these ones are down. These are up. These are up.
Okay. I do mention to them that there are the stairs in the Manticore room that go up also.
When we were outside, did this look like a 2-story building? Like it looks like there's like multiple floors, or does this look like one upstairs?
You would have briefly seen that it looked mostly like a 2-story building from the outside with maybe like a small attic up top, but it wasn't like a full story.
Yeah, I suggest we go up first and then work our way down, because who knows where the basement goes.
Okay, I'm down with that.
Do we want to go up here through this direction first or through the Manticore?
Just go to this one. We're
Yeah.
closer to this one.
Glitter, can you pit in the downstairs door? So we don't get snuck on from behind?
Yes, okay, so I'm going to Python.
We lost wit.
Oh my lord.
Oof.
Seems like it's a Discord issue.
Maybe she just make, well, it's 9:45, I don't know if she wants to just give up, but maybe she should make a call with all of us instead of in channels. I don't know if that even helps.
Looks like she's moving us.